I'm the Big LG Doc Gallows, and you're watching the Wrestling Junkies. Boom.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Wrestling Junkies podcast. I'm Mr. Cincinnati. As always, I'm joined by that handsome devil, the podcast dad, Choops. How we doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. Washed my hair today, so thank you so much for noticing.
Fresh and so clean.
Yes, I am. Outcast. Love that reference. Yeah, hey, we got a big show today. We're going to jump right into it. We're going to preview Progress Chapter 187. And, yeah, I'm excited, so let's plug away and let's get started.
Don't you threaten me with a good time. First, let's go to the chats. The fact checker is in the chats. Happy Tuesday to you as well. You a real one. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. The Great Brown Hope is also out here and said he's always expecting some ghost vocals after that intro.
Yeah. That's a good one. Good for you, Great Brown Hope. I love that reference.
Fernando's also in the chats. Good to see you tonight. Maria is also here. It's always great to see you as well. Mr. Ramsey is here. Like this is a night for us, man.
Popping. I love that. Thank you everyone for the support. Everyone at Main Event Network as well.
Yeah, we have.
Everyone that is in those comments, please tell one person if you like what you see here. Please just tell one person. Subscribe. Let's have some fun. Let's continue to have some fun. We love you. You love us.
Yes.
Let's just
Podcast Dad is very clearly very excited because we have a lot to talk about today. Shout out to our friends at Progress Wrestling. This weekend, Chapter 187 Vendetta 3 is happening this Sunday. Dude, we have been talking all things Progress for the last couple of months. Shout out to Lee and the crew out there across the pond. This show is not going to disappoint. Noisy Neighbors did not. And if you've not watched it yet, well, what the fuck are you waiting for? It's on Triller right now, Chapter 186. And a lot of that fallout is going to bleed its way over into Vendetta. So, yeah, we got a little loud. We're going to get louder tonight. And Podcast Dad, you ready to talk about this card here?
I always am. I'm waiting for you, though. Let's pop off and let's get started because this one's a sleeper.
It is. And we're going to start with the bonus match. This was just added just within the last couple of hours. We got Bullet Matthew Smith taking on Kingslayer Jay. This will be kind of the pre-show match of sorts. Kingslayer Jay is a multi-time OTT champ. He has several connections to Progress alums and is a worldwide travel competitor. Bullet Matthew Smith is a rising star at OTT and has shared the ring with Finn Balor, so he has quite the resume himself. Podcast Dad, let's get into this here. One of the things that we and I'm sure that you agree is that when we watch Progress shows, there are oftentimes names that we've not necessarily heard before as we watch independent wrestling, and those are the most exciting moments for us. Is that it's new people to discover, new people to follow, and this match is no different.
Yes, we said it last month. Same thing applies here. Not super familiar with the two men on this card, but hey. It's an opportunity for me as a wrestling fan and as an independent wrestling fan and just a wrestling fan in general to learn some new names.
Yes.
I won't say not learn a new old, but just have more people that I'm exposed to, right? And I love this about Progress because one of the things that Progress does very well is they book with a purpose, and there's a reason these two are facing off, and there's a reason. These are the two that's going to kick off the night, right?
Yeah.
Both can go out there, steal the show.
Yeah. And these pre-show matches, and we have seen this happen live. These have the opportunity to set the tone for the entire day, afternoon, evening. I mean, we've seen it dozens of times over, and this one is no different. And prediction time, let's talk about it here. Again, we're not super familiar with these two particular wrestlers. So if anybody's in the chats that is and can recommend some matches to check out or anything that we should know about their styles, anything at all, definitely let us know in the chats. But I'm going to kick it over to you. What's your prediction, bud?
I hear Finn Balor, I get excited. And if you have been able to share a ring with Finn Balor, probably Devitt at that point, I'm going to have to go with Bullet Matthew. I mean, what? Nothing against Kingslayer. I love the name. I do. But man, if you're sharing a ring with Finn Balor, clearly he sees something, right? And Finn Balor is not anyone to doubt. We've seen him wrestling well into his 40s, looking like he's in his 20s. Like I'm going to side with the one that's been in the ring with Finn.
That's fair. Those resumes are important. They absolutely, absolutely are. And I am not taking that away at all from Bullet Matthew Smith. But I got to go with championships and the resume, the worldwide traveled resume here. There's that's the importance of traveling worldwide. I mean, think about, the opportunities to go to Mexico, Japan, really all over the world, Germany. I think that is going to matter more in this particular match because that says that he's been exposed to more styles. That's great that he's been that Bullet Matthew Smith has shared the ring with Finn Balor. It really, really is. But I'm going to take that worldwide traveled experience and give me Kingslayer Jay.
Okay, I can't argue.
Good. I'm glad you agree. But you
Always.
can't.
No, I'm not agreeing with your pick because you're wrong. But yes, you are allowed to have your own opinion.
Sure. Let's move on to the next match, my friend. We've got Lykos Jim taking on Kouga and Gene Munny. Munny's family.
Yeah. Hold on. Let's get this started. What? How did we get here? Please, Mr. Cincinnati.
We've got chaos on one side in Lykos Jim and this partnership between Kouga and Gene Munny. I mean, Munny has been unhinged for a hot minute now, and that's kind of what this is. I mean, now Kouga and Gene Munny, they were very supportive of Session Moth Martina and her women's championship match against Rain Leverkusen last month. Came up short there, even though Kouga was ringside. And then let's not forget about Kid Lykos. He had a match last month at Well, came up short against Tate Mayfairs, who is on a resurgence late as well, who will be talking with him later on in the show here. So both sides need this win. The family, when it comes to Gene Munny and Kouga, but then we're looking at, again, former Progress World Champion and Kid Lykos coming off of a loss last month as well. And that loss has propelled Tate Mayfairs into the heavyweight championship picture in the main event at this show this weekend as well. So both teams need a win here. I'm going to give my prediction first because, quite frankly, again, Kid Lykos coming off of a loss needs a bounce back win. I think that Lykos Jim as a tag team gets it done this weekend.
I'm going to have to agree. This is a strange bedfellows kind of team that we're seeing here going against what I would consider the team in Progress Wrestling. Kid Lykos is coming off a tough loss. He is. But he's back in his element now. He's in his tag team with Lykos Jim. Like, we're back where we need to be. Fresh start. Get a big win here. And again, you're going against a team that we're kind of like, oh, okay, like that's good against a well-oiled machine that we've seen in Lykos Jim. So,
yes,
until I'm proven wrong, I'm just going to keep picking Lykos Jim to win.
I cannot argue with that one bit. I mean, again, internationally traveled tag team. This is their bread and butter. This is what they know. Yes, they've had singles success, and I'm not taking that away from either of them. However, this is a get right for Kid Lykos. He knows that, and he's going to bring everything he's got. And Kid Lykos, too, is going to have no choice but to follow that lead, and I think that he'll do absolutely fine with that. Next up, this one I'm really, really excited about. Miyu Yamashita taking on Alexis Falcon. Now, podcast dad, with this particular match, I mean, this has that international dream match kind of feel. I mean, Miyu is a just striker extraordinaire, and Alexis Falcon has had a lot of momentum that she's in progress that she's rolling into this weekend. I'm fucking pumped for this one.
This will be a good one. And again, Progress women show out. You don't book this on accident, right? These two aren't facing because let's just have some fun. No, there are stakes in this one. There are huge stakes in this one.
Yes,
the winner is going to propel themselves, in my opinion, to that women's championship. And Clash of Styles is a word I guess we could use here. It's going to be interesting. It really is. Give me the upset. I'll take Alexis Falcon.
Oh, podcast that. I wish you hadn't said that.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
Yeah.
I gotta.
Look,
I can't
the
agree
striking's
this time.
crazy. I agree, but the momentum that Falcon has had, I just, it's hard for me to bet against her right now. I think she's up for the challenge. It's gonna be a war. It's gonna be
Yeah.
tough, but this is where you
You're
prove
right.
yourself. And if you want to get to that main women's championship, you're gonna have to break some eggs. I think Falcon's gonna make an omelet.
I mean, I don't even have to read off the resume of Miyu Yamashita to you. I really don't. I can't not go against her. And that's, I mean, and I selfishly hope that, yeah, this win propels her to Reign Leverkusen, because that's a match that's going to feed fucking families. And I'm ready to feast. I'm ready to feast.
It is Thanksgiving time.
It is. It very much is. And if I've not said it, I appreciate you, and I'm grateful for you, podcast dad.
Oh my God. Don't quit it. Stop.
Apparently, I'm not supposed to express gratitude for my friends. Fuck
Get
you,
out of
man.
here.
Okay.
Oh my
Jesus.
God. Oh my God. I love you too, man.
Whatever.
Who was your official pick? I'm sorry.
I'm going Miyu Yamashita for this one.
Hey, look, I can't argue. This one, like I said, this one is going to be a really, really good match. It could go either way.
Yeah.
I think the winner of this match will get the next title shot, and that's going to be a match that I really, really, really want to see.
Yes.
Because no spoilers, but I have my pick for the later match. It's going to be a good one. This one has the potential, in my opinion, to steal the show.
You won't hear a single argument from me.
Yeah. I think this one is the one that folks that, like, if you are not into, or if you're first time watching Progress, like, sit down and watch this one. This one's going to be a banger.
Yeah. Couldn't have said it better myself. Next match that we have is a triple threat match. Tommy Tanner making his Progress debut, taking on the returning Lio Rush and the returning Scott Oberman. Podcast dad, last month we talked about Lio Rush and Cara Noir. That match was an experience, to say the least. Lio Rush coming up short in that match, which happens. That is okay. But I do want to talk about Scott Oberman, because he had a lot to say about the fact that I did not pick him in our Noisy Neighbors preview. He was not happy that I did. He did. So I've learned my lesson, and I'm not picking against Scott Oberman this time. This is nothing against Lio Rush. I think that Lio Rush is phenomenal. You know that. I know that. Tommy Tanner, this is his official debut. It's a massive stage for him. This is a learning experience for Tommy Tanner. I think that he can have a breakout night even without a win, but I got to go with the hot hand Scott Oberman here.
No, you're going off the peer pressure. That's what you're going off of, because you're afraid he's going to come and kick your ass.
He just fucking might. He just might.
Oh, man. Look, what kind of match is this?
Triple threat.
It is. You know what's really good in a triple threat match?
What's that?
A veteran with speed. You know who's the veteran with speed in this match?
I don't know. Could it be Lio Rush?
Oh, someone who's really desperate for a win right now. Really desperate. Coming off of 2 straight losses at Progress.
I get that.
We have seen how many sides of Lio Rush?
So many.
Lot.
He did drop a diss track just for his match with Dereiss a couple of months ago. So
we have seen a lot of iterations of Lio Rush.
We have.
I think we're going to see a very, not vengeful, but I think a very desperate Lio Rush, because, like you said, Tommy's making his debut. So there's names coming in, right? There's names coming into Progress ready to make the name for themselves. What better way to do it than to beat Lio Rush? And if you're Lio Rush, you're just trying to hold a spot.
Yeah.
And this is your format. I think Lio Rush can get it. Scott, I hope you're watching. I'm picking Lio Rush. Tommy, I wish you the best of luck. But I think we're going to see a different side of Lio after that match with Cara Noir, because that was different.
Yep.
That was a little frightening. And I think Leo's going to refocus and get right. Give me Lio Rush.
Podcast Dad, what is another skill or trait that you should have in a triple threat match?
You tell me.
Adaptability.
Okay.
Scott Oberman did win at Noisy Neighbors last month. Who was he supposed to wrestle? I'll answer it for you. Chris Ridgway. He was unable to compete. He was replaced with Drew Parker. So not only did Scott Oberman go into that match 2 weeks ago, ready for one opponent, and then had to wrestle another. So that win, yes, that was a big win for him, and that was adapted on the fly. So I got to ride that hot hand here because, again, if you can prepare, if you can win a match at Progress, knowing that your opponent's changing at the last minute, a triple threat ain't shit.
Okay, I'm taking the Wily Vet.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. I love it. This one, oh boy, this one you're getting batten down the hatches here. Simon Miller taking on Charlie Sterling. Last month, Simon was not able to compete at Noisy Neighbors, and this led to some chaos with Charlie Sterling, a bit of a war of words and a brawl that broke out, some low blows and simmering resentment. And dude, I'm telling you, this is not a wrestling match. This is a fight that we're going to see this weekend.
Yeah, there's a little bad blood between these two, huh? Just a little bit.
Maybe now we got bad blood. What?
I didn't freeze. I'm just looking at you. Tell me when you're done.
That's fine. I'm done.
Because I knew you were going to do it. I knew you were going to do it. I knew it. I almost didn't say it because I knew you were going to do it.
You know me too well.
Yeah, look. You know. I love Simon Miller.
King of the ups and downs.
He is. He is. And he wants revenge. He really, really does. I think Sterling might be in his head a little bit. You come out and you do that on in front of a national audience, you embarrass Simon Miller, he's going to come out and he's going to want his back, right? Yeah. I think he's going to be blinded a little bit by rage because I think Charlie's in his head. Give me Charlie Sterling.
Podcast Dad, I have to say that I agree with you this time. We have seen this happen before, and we've seen this happen to some of our closest friends in this industry. That they get a little hot between the ears and ready to go, guns blazing, all hell breaks loose in their matches, and it just takes one mistake. And that's, Simon Miller has been trying to get back to Paul Walter Hauser in the Progress Proteus Championship for months now. And I want that so badly for him. But I do not think that this weekend is where it happens. I just don't. I would love it. I really, really, really would. But Charlie Sterling is he always has a plan. He always has a plan. Even though Simon was not able to have this match with him last month, he still came in with a plan to get in his head, and it worked. And we're talking about
random.
Yeah. Will Simon fight with emotion? Will he fight with discipline? I do not think it will be a discipline here because I'm calling in a fight. Simon knows how to be disciplined in wrestling matches, but this is going to be a fucking fight. Yeah,
it's going to be a brawl. It's going to be a brawl. Who's going to have the more clear head? I guess level head. I don't know what I'm looking for, but that's Simon Miller right now. I don't know what I'm looking for. Like I want to go in there and fight. I think Charlie's going to be a little bit more strategic with how he does things.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. And this is one that's gonna be a fight. Like I said, plain and simple, and it's just gonna take one little move. Off moment. That's it. It never takes much.
Yeah, I was gonna say one mistake, much. And who do you think would capitalize on that one mistake? I think Charlie Sterling can.
Yeah. Yep. Real quick, before we get into our final three matches, they're all championship matches. Thank you once again to everybody that joined us tonight. You can find us on X and TikTok at Junkies Pod. You can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram at Wrestling Junkies Pod. But most importantly, please do us a huge favor and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers. We need your help to get there. Podcast Dad, hit them with that magic number. Tell them why they should subscribe.
Just one person. If you like what we're doing here, just subscribe. We love what we do. We're getting to preview a lot of fun indie shows. We get to recap, the two big boys that are out there right now. And hey, everything in between. We just have a lot of
Yeah.
fun. We talk a little bit of football sometimes. Football's kind of dead right now, but
No, you're just
lo-
sad.
we love everybody, and we want to create a positive space for wrestling fans to come in, join the chats, talk to us, have some fun, have friendly debates. We're all allowed to have opinions, and we're all allowed to differ on those opinions. So just come join us. We're just trying to create fun. Main Event Network as well.
Yes.
A lot of cool people there. But yeah, subscribe to our channel and let's just party.
Yeah, and we got through that without saying the word back shots. Here we go under the 3 matches here.
I was trying my best. I was trying to be so professional, and then you do that.
I know, but it's easy. Again, it's easy just to get a rise out of you. It's not.
Yeah. It's, you know what else is easy to get a rise out of you? I was right. Bring up the next graphic.
You were right.
Yeah, thank you.
You were right, and I admitted that. I admitted that at 186 too. I'm not saying that you weren't right.
Just the vibe that she brings to every match. Rain,
No.
I love it. Everything about you, I'm into. You thought it was going to go away, right? She finally got the title. All right, I'm there. Yeah. No, nothing has slowed down, and I love that. It's 100 miles an hour all the time. I love it. Now you got that first defense out of the way.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
That's all. That's off. That pressure's off. Now you just go out there and be you. Go out there and deliver, and that's what she's going to do again. I will take another successful title defense.
Again, podcast dad, I agree with you. I was 100% wrong about Rain Leverkusen taking the title off of Rio, and I did not make that mistake previewing 186 either. And this is going to be no different here. The comparison that I made as I was watching the show live is that Rain Leverkusen reminds me so much of Alundra Blaze.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that is one of the highest compliments that you can give, especially because we don't put enough respect on Alundra Blaze's name. The time period and kind of what happened with the controversy of how she, left the WWE, but you cannot deny that there is a certain presentation, a certain grit that Alundra Blaze has. I see it in Rain Leverkusen. I do. Yes. And this is, again, Session Moth Martina is a hell of a wrestler. That I think that we thought that was going to be a pretty straightforward win for Rain at 186. This is the defense that's going to define her legacy as women's world championship here. Now that's not to say that Emerson does not have the experience edge over her. I'm not saying it doesn't, but hot hand yes. is what I'm riding here. Rain Leverkusen is the fucking shit. So give me Rain Leverkusen.
Look, this one's gonna be a banger. This one's gonna be another banger. Like it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be it's a much larger test, I think, for Rain. But sure. Man, it just the vibes. Yeah, like that's just where I'm at, and my gut is telling me Rain's gonna win. My brain's telling me Rain's gonna win. My heart's telling me Rain's gonna win. So give me Rain.
Now we're on to the Men's World Tag Team Championships. We got Sunshine Machine going up against the champions Diamond Eyes. Kick us off, bud.
Yeah. Man, we talked about Lykos Gym earlier, and I may have made the mistake in saying that they're kind of the face of the tag division at Progress. Diamond Eyes. You want to talk about a tag team. And a tag team that's strong. And a tag team that feels like a tag team. Right? Everything's in sync. They're doing it together. Sunshine Machine. How can I not get behind them? How can I not? Like, I love them. Again, we're talking about vibes. We're talking about energy. We're talking about everything. I want to cheer them when they come out. They look like they're having fun. They're having a good time. But when that bell rings, they turn it on, right? So this one was very tough for me when I'm deciding who I'm going to pick here. But I think I'm going to go with the battle-tested, well-oiled machine, Diamond Eyes.
Podcast Dad, this might be the most that I've agreed with you when we
Stop
preview a
doing
show.
it. Stop it.
Don't you tell me what to do.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyway, I agree. Don't make it weird.
You blew a kiss at me.
Is that not allowed?
No.
Can I blow a kiss at my friend? Whatever. Okay.
I think I did that yesterday, so no, you're fine.
Yeah. So,
I was on mute, though. Okay.
Yeah.
Even my child doesn't do that. What the hell?
Give it time. But like, no, I can't disagree with anything that you said. This is, I think that this could really be kind of the high point of the night, especially from an in-ring standpoint. These two have these tag teams have amazing chemistry amongst themselves. I think that the double team action that we're going to see is going to be par excellence as far as the of the tag team matches that we're going to see. So I'm going to agree.
It's going to be fun. Like, it's going to be fun. And then that's, again, Progress does very very well at fun. And this one's going to be a lot of fun. But I don't know. It's tough to go against them. I love it. I love Sunshine Machine. It just, man, this is going to be, I wouldn't be shocked if this one goes either way. I'm just excited to watch it.
Yeah. I agree. It's time to talk about the main event here.
Let's do it.
Man like Dereiss defending the Progress Men's World Championship against Tate Mayfairs. Tate, as we said earlier, coming off of a massive win against Kid Lykos in his return to Progress, and we're starting to see kind of this this emotional / behavioral evolution of Tate Mayfairs over the last few months here. And Podcast Dad, I had the opportunity to speak to Tate Mayfairs about this match and to get his thoughts on everything leading up to it. And I'm just really, really excited to share this with you guys. So without further ado, check this out.
And gentlemen and wrestling fans around the world, it's time to talk to a man who doesn't just walk into Vendetta 3. He marches in like it's his destiny. He's swagger, he's confidence, he's controversy, and he has a golden opportunity waiting for him in Camden on November 30th. At Chapter 186, he beat former world champion Kid Lykos, and now he's got a date with the most prestigious prize in British wrestling. Tonight, I welcome the man who swears this is his era, his redemption story, and his moment. He is greatness himself, Tate Mayfairs. Tate, thank you so much for joining me. How are you, man?
Very good, man. Good intro. What a pleasure to be on the show. I appreciate it, man.
Of course. This is an exciting one for us, and I mean, we got a lot to talk about here. So let's just dive on in. Take us back to Manchester, Chapter 186. You got a massive win over Kid Lykos and shocked a lot of people. So during that match or during that weekend, what do you feel was the turning point for Tate Mayfairs?
That's interesting, man. It was a turning point, right? I mean, let me take you back like a little bit before that. Like I was in, I was actually in Holland. And on the Friday, had a show there, and then stayed again. So we had a show there in Holland. The next day, I was coaching a seminar there for the talent out there. They got an incredible scene out there. Pro Wrestling Holland, the fans in Holland have got a great scene. It's exciting what's building out there in mainland Europe, and especially there. And then I got up at 4 a.m. and I flew and I landed back in London. Switched my bag, got in the car, drove straight up to Manchester. I arrived in Manchester at the O2 Ritz when the fans were already in the building, and we were on third. So I've had 2 hours sleep. I've nearly crashed and died on the way up there. And it's not like going into, a big fight where you've got, the whole week to prepare, and you've got the perfect morning and the rest of it. This is edge of the seat stuff. But this is what we train for. This is what we've been doing for years to become the people that we are. And this is why Tateness is greatness. On 2 hours sleep across 2 different countries, I get there, I get my stuff on, I get warmed up, and I get myself in the perfect frame of mind. But when I fight, I don't need to think. I need to feel. I just got to feel where the punches are coming from. I've got to feel the audience. I've got to feel my opponent. And when I came out through that curtain, there is something I felt. You talk about that redemptive arc.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been a bad guy. I'm not gonna shy away from it. I'm not gonna lie to anyone. For a long time, I haven't been the most likable of human beings. For over a decade, maybe in the UK and around the world, people have booed me. And when I was in Amsterdam the night before, they were booing me. There's a video that's just gone up. I just walk out to the building and people are cursing me and being rude to me. And that's fine, you know. It's part of the world. But when I walked out in Manchester, I got a mixed reaction. And why I got a mixed reaction is because, that they're used to that. That's what they expect with me. But there's a number of other people who have followed closely what's been happening, especially at Progress, and seen my change of heart and my change of character. You know, as much as that changes, my aspirations and my vision does not. I'm a man who is determined to become the greatest professional wrestler who ever walked planet Earth. And if you type that into Google right now, that's exactly what you see. When you type in the greatest professional wrestler to ever walk planet Earth, you see me. That's not by accident. It's by design. It's by God-ordained design, destiny. Yeah, and I've had to make a few mistakes on the way. And I've had to correct things. And as far as Progress comes, as far as the Electric Ballroom in London, the home of Progress, I am the prodigal son. I am returning. Manchester, I had to win them. Like they haven't seen me with this new heart yet. So half understood, half didn't. And throughout the course of that match, they did understand. They did understand. They did see. And me and Lykos, an incredible former world champion, had a great fight. He, unfortunately, decided to try and cheat. I don't know if you saw what he did with the hammer.
I did.
It's becoming a recurring thing with him. How do you feel about that?
It's I have to admit it's genuinely surprising. You know, seeing not just Kid Lykos, but Lykos Gym. You know, we've had the opportunity not to see him just overseas, but they were recently at Action Wrestling over here in the States.
Yes.
Shout out to Matt Griffin, the promoter over there. It seems like it's a very different personality when it's tag team wrestling. But when those singles pursuits are at play here, that's when it feels like the motivation changes, and for lack of a better word, the desperation is much more evident when there's not a tag team partner with you to help make sure that the win, you get that notch in the win column. So it was an interesting dynamic to see, a very surprising one for sure.
It's interesting to see it all play out over time, because what people see out in the audience, like, it takes longer for the truth to travel. You know, when you're closer to it, it's easier to see,
Sure.
right? I've always known that Kid Lykos is exactly who he is. But at one point, everyone was booing me, and rightfully so for some things, and everyone was cheering him, and he did okay. But I've known the heart of that person for a long time. I've seen it, and now it's coming out. People are seeing it, and that desperation is shown. And how interesting it is to be in his sort of neck of the woods, and for the crowd to then turn on him and to cheer on me. This is new ground. This is profound. Changes in the UK wrestling scene, in this wrestling scene, in the independence around the world. So yeah, it was cool, man. Like he tried it, it didn't work. I got the better of him. I got that victory, and I got a win over him. And when I came back through the curtain, they asked me to what my thoughts were. And I don't know if you've ever fought a former world champion for 15 minutes and had a hammer go upside your jaw. But you
Yes, I have, no.
I pray you don't, brother. It's hard to get your thoughts together. So I said, give me a minute. And I went out, and I went and I met with the fans, and every other fan would come up to me and say, Tate, you know what's next, right? I said, oh, what? And they said, that Progress Wrestling World Championship. And another one, and another one, and another one. And it's not like I hadn't had that in mind. It's not like that's always been the forefront of my mind. But I guess this year at Progress has been, it's been a weird year for me. It's been a weird year for me in the whole of the wrestling world. I've lost best friends. I've got married. I got left at the altar. I got shot. I don't know if you've been following everything that's been happening. It's been a mad year.
Jesus, that is that's absolutely mental.
So shout out to the things going on at Riot Cabaret and things like this. But like, it's been a wild year for me, and so this newfound heart, this change, like sometimes I'm like, was this the right choice? Am I doing the right thing by being vulnerable, by opening my heart, by being like honest to the fans? Or is this like causing me more pain than it's worth? Is it easier to take the shortcut? Is it better to take the shortcut? But the fans managed to confirm to me, like, no, we do see your heart, we do love you, and this is working. Clearly it's working. Look what you did tonight. Go get it. We see it for you and we want it for you, and the time is now. So the shot has been called.
I mean, you told, and you've alluded to this, and you've told the world this. You're refocused. You're better than ever. What makes you, Tate Mayfairs, the right person to hold the Progress Men's World Title right now?
Well, Dereiss, again, like what I said about Lykos, people can cheer him right now, and that's fine. That's cool. There's charming qualities about him. But I know that real person, and he's selfish, and he's not a good person, and he isn't out there for Progress Wrestling. He isn't out there for British wrestling. He's out there for himself, in every sense of the word. And he's not so much of a nice person as people think he is. At least not in my opinion. At least not to me. So for me, I actually have built the foundations and rose up through that company, Progress Wrestling, like Scarface. I was at the bottom, and I was bringing in the ring boards and the taping down the cables and bringing in the talent, bringing out the talent as I worked my way up. And then I got into the dark show matches, and then I got into the first match by someone dropping out, and then I got into the next thing, and I built my way up that card until I was undefeated for a year, till I was having the main events, and I had one title shot. I've only ever had one title shot, and I was screwed out of it by my best friend and mentor. And since then, that was earlier this year, that was March of this year, I haven't really been around at Progress. There's been a lot going on, like I said. I had a public wedding and got left at the altar. I got shot. I've been around the world, been doing tours around the world. And now I'm back. And I got a victory over the former champ. And I want that shot. And I know, and I think anyone who's honest with themselves and anyone who knows the facts knows that I represent that company better than anyone else. I am that company more so than anyone else. And when you look at the track record of what I've done with the Pro Wrestling Cyprus Championship, with the TNT World Heavyweight Championship, where I've made this the most legitimate world championship in all of professional wrestling right now. Mm-hmm. That's more international defenses, longest reign of anyone in the entirety of professional wrestling right now. And I did that all by myself. If Progress Wrestling is going to get to the next level, it's with me.
What's the biggest weakness? And certainly don't give away your strategy going into the matches this weekend. But what's the biggest weakness that you see in Dereiss?
He panders too much. It's not real. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fans are cheering me because they see my heart and they know what's real. And I've been honest about my mistakes and my flaws, But they see my heart and they respect the fact that I'm a man in pursuit of greatness in all aspects. The fans love him because he's trying to calculate what it is they're going to enjoy. It's inauthentic. And he's spending too much time thinking about that he's missing. Like I said, in fighting, you can't think, you have to feel. You think it's too slow. A feeling is like this, So he thinks too much. He's going to be too slow. And when you're slow, I'm going to catch you with a knee, with a punch. That's how it works.
Well, I love it. I love it. As we kind of wrap up our conversation here, you love telling us that Tate is the moment, so sell it. Why does Tate Mayfairs walk out of Camden holding this championship this weekend?
Why do you think I wouldn't?
I fully believe you can.
Yeah. What do you think? What do you think that Dereiss has done for the Progress Wrestling Championship?
It's definitely been it's been an interesting reign, especially coming off of defeating Luke Jacobs. I have to give Dereiss all the credit in the world because he did win the Super Strong Style tournament, and he was not my pick to win it all. So it was genuinely surprising to see Dereiss walk out with the championship here. And that's not to take anything away from Dereiss and what he has done. Every champion, they add their touch of legacy and to the lineage of the title. Everybody does, and he has certainly done that in his own unique way. But again, we're curious here because again, you've named everything that you've been through this year, and yet you've not let that rattle you, and you've almost there's almost been this awakening mentally of embracing the fans and embracing what's happened in your life and taking that and using that as motivation. That's what, certainly what we see here. Again, we want to hear why
I appreciate it, man. And you know what? It's interesting you were saying, like, he did win Super Strong Style and he wasn't your pick. And I agree, man. And I got to applaud the guy. I'm not going to just sit here and bash him. Like, I'm not that kind of a guy. He is very good at what he does. Absolutely. We called it a couple of years. He's been breaking out for ages, and he's tipped that point, and he's doing phenomenal things across the globe. And he did win Strong Style. That's not an easy feat to do. And he did beat Luke Jacobs. That's not an easy feat to do. We saw how dominant he was in his title run. And he's done interesting things with the title in terms of, like, putting his own stamp on it with a design and stuff like that. And like I say, he's a guy who appeases the audience with this virality and all of this stuff, But come back to the original point. He won Strong Style, yeah? He wasn't the one you picked. You know who was the person that was picked? In all of the comments on social media, if you want to go check back with Progress Wrestling, who do you think is going to win? In the Facebook, Twitter, the Instagram, all of the comments, you know who they said? 90% said Tate Mayfairs. When Maya Beth, the interviewer, was outside the venue interviewing the fans, who's your pick to win? You know who 90% said? Tate Mayfairs. Yeah. So the whole thing that went down at Super Strong Style 16 is a whole other kettle of fish, which you can't get into right now. But I was at the end of the night looking at this guy, this fraud, this guy who I don't actually like or get along with backstage, being celebrated and being lifted and carried by the fans and winning the Super Strong Style and posting it all over online. Well, I had one of the worst weekends, which went into parlay into one of the worst years of my life. And I've watched him hold that championship and get to have the accolades. Well, I've also been away from Progress Wrestling. Like I say, I maybe have been experiencing the setback or the karma for all of the years of bad stuff that I have done. But I am a changed man, and this hardship hasn't made me harder. It's made me wiser. It's made me greater. Me and Dereiss have faced each other one-on-one this year. Yeah. We faced each other twice. He fought me for the Pro Wrestling Cyprus Championship in October. He fought me for the TNT World Heavyweight Championship in July. And I've still got the pair of them. It's 2-0. It's two of my championships on the line and 2 victories for me. It's him holding that championship with the victory at Strong Style, which should have been mine, with that championship that should have been mine. And now we get the 3rd and final installment, this time at Progress, where this problem begins. And I am returning like a prodigal son. I am the man that is Progress Wrestling. I came from the bottom and I built the way up. I am not just using this for something else. I am Progress Wrestling, and I am willing to carry this company into the future, into an era of greatness. And that's why it's just a matter of time. You can be a flash in a pan. You can be a viral sensation, an exciting little fun side piece for a minute. But truth, real greatness is everlasting. It is everlasting, and it will surpass any little flash in the pan. The time is up for Dereiss. People can't hide from the truth. And the truth is, Tateness is greatness. And your new Progress Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion.
Certainly not lacking confidence, Tate. Thank you so much for joining me. And on November 30th, we'll find out if this is the moment that Tate Mayfairs becomes bigger than the talk.
God bless you, man. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Fuck.
You're asking me to bet against that guy?
I'm not asking you to do shit.
Well, I have to have a pick. Who's your pick?
Yeah.
Who's your
Who
pick?
the fuck do you think my pick is? Like,
Man, I got to bet against that guy?
like I said, no disrespect to Dereiss and what he has done with the Progress Men's World Championship. But Tate Mayfairs is locked the fuck in.
Yes, he is. And oozing confidence. It's there. Like he said, he's the prodigal son returning. But, like he said in the interview, Dereiss is 0-2.
Yeah.
For Tate's championships, correct?
I heard it.
Dereiss is now on the other side defending his championship.
He is.
Against
Nothing gets
Tate,
past you.
who's had a hell of a year. Hell of a year. Ups, downs, in-betweens, everything. Everything. He's oozing confidence. He's coming back to Progress. He's going to take it into the future. Mr. Cincinnati, Progress is already in the future. I'm not betting against Dereiss. I've seen what he can do. I've seen him win that tournament. I've seen him beat Luke Jacobs.
Yes.
I've seen him beat Leo Rush. I'm going to go with Dereiss to retain because Dereiss is different.
That's fair. Dereiss is different. Tateness is greatness, and that is where we stand on it. But either way, it's going to be a fucking banger of a main event. This is going to be a banger of a card. Remember, Vendetta 3 this weekend, Camden, London, the Electric Ballroom, November 30th, 3 o'clock p.m. UK time. It's 10 a.m. here on the East Coast. You can find it on Triller TV. That's going to do it for us tonight. Thank you so much to Tate Mayfairs for joining me. Thank you to everybody that has tuned in. We know it's late over in the UK, and you guys could be sleeping. You could be doing anything in the fucking world right now, but you're here with us, and we appreciate that. Find us on X and TikTok at Junkies Pod. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, but please subscribe to our YouTube channel. All it takes is one. We've got a great community that we're building here. Pull up a seat to our table and come hang out. We'll be back tomorrow. I know we've got to talk a little bit of AEW, some Raw. Like there's a lot that we need to cover, but thank you to our friends at Progress Wrestling for this opportunity. As always, we love to talk about the goings on with you guys. Again, give them a follow on X at @thisis_progress. Shout out to our friends at the Main Event Wrestling Network at main_event_net on all social media platforms. Scan that QR code in the top left corner if you need some merch. The holidays are around the corner. Get yourself a Wrestling Junkies mug, a hoodie, a beanie. Support the store, support the boys. We greatly appreciate you guys. Thank you so much once again for joining us. That's the podcast ad. I am Mr. Cincinnati. This has been the Wrestling Junkies podcast, not progress. Progress podcast, I guess I'll say. But until tomorrow, enjoy those graps.